The broadcast.
Cool. We are live.
That was pretty cool.
I don't see how many people are in here.
I'm gonna pull it up on my phone.
Okay, it just came on. Actually, it didn't alert me because it wasn't a preset that they knew that it was going to come on. So we're probably going to have to wait a minute for people to see that you're live and then come on.
Okay, sweet. So the beginning's always awkward for me because it's nobody's here yet, and so you got to wait like a minute.
Yeah, I always see on some lives people are like, I'm going to wait the first, some do 15 minutes until they get more people in, and they start talking. Yeah, but
I think I'm one of those people where I'd leave by then because it's.
Oh, we already got lots of people.
How many people we got? 7?
Well, not lots, but.
Oh, this is behind.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So this weekend we went to a hockey game in Tulsa because we're from Wichita, and so it was the Wichita Thunder versus Tulsa Oilers, and had a great opportunity to go hang out with some friends, Paragon Ridge Ranch in Oklahoma, Adrenaline Life. And at the same time, we had the Payne family show up, and we had Jason Crocker from the Crockers, and then we had Robertson Belly Acres. That was it, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And so we had a blast, and we'll talk about the fun that we had, but I'm going to let Paragon introduce herself and what her farm is about, and we'll go from there.
So Matt Payne wants you to make him a moderator so he can kick that and block that Crocker guy out of our chat.
All right, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Hey, Matt. Preston's on here too. Oh, Mahalu. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming over. There's Christian. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Mahalu, I have to tell you, the other day on the Paffords Live, whenever they were trying to hit the button, he said, look, it's Moulin Rouge. We laughed so hard. Jimmy goes, he called Mahalu Moulin Rouge. It was so funny. I didn't know if you saw that. It was hilarious. Oh, my God. It's that Jared guy.
Yep, Jared guy. There was a lot of stuff said about Jared while we were playing spoons and stuff. But we can't talk about that. We don't want to make him mad.
It was kind of trash talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt bad for you, Jared, and your brother's like, he's not here. They said they saw it. That's so funny.
Did they really? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there's Matt Payne said hello to Preston. Here, you want to get between mommy and daddy? Say hi to everybody.
Hello, hello, hello.
Get in the middle.
So he said to tell about us.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say anything for us to do yet? I'm sorry. I'm just following your.
Just tell the people that may not know who you are. Just tell them what you have on your farm, what you do, all that kind of fun stuff, so that they can go check on your channel. And
okay. Before I do that, Jared Crocker. Yes. And they left them all right here on the table. So they were talking trash while playing spoons. Okay, guys. Well, we are, if you don't know who we are Chrissy and Jeremy, and this is Preston. And we, together with our 2 boys, are Paragon Ridge Ranch, and we live in Oklahoma. And Preston's page or channel is Oklahoma Adrenaline Life. And he does all hunting and fishing and catch, cook, and cleans, and some vlogging about living on the ranch and being outdoors all the time. You want to tell them a little bit about yourself? I think I just did. Okay. We don't really fit into a special niche, but the one that we would fit in is what we call homesteading. So it's because we live on acreage and we have goats and chickens and a turkey and a donkey and
ducks,
guineas and ducks, and then we have livestock guardian dogs. He helps us clear land with a bobcat. We're constantly making doing some property management and deer plot management and all that kind of stuff. He digs me ponds. We're just constantly doing stuff. We have deer feeders and live deer cams. So we're just constantly outside doing stuff. But that's kind of where our niche is, that we like to be at home and be homebodies and kind of be away from everybody else and do our own thing. And so I started the channel I think it was February 12th of this year. And we, Preston, stop. Sorry. He's squeezing the ketchup bottle to make it sound like a fart.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. But we started the channel in February, and with the hopes of maybe getting to 1,000 by 1 year. And right after we all met, when was that? October? Within about 4 weeks, we had hit the 1,000 subscribers, all because of our new friendships and our new community, and that we had at the meetup with Jason Crocker and Jared and Matt, and then the Sawyers. So, and that's how we met with Ricky and Brittany, and then of course the Paynes and Jason and Robertson and Jared's on here that I have been watching, and all these people, all these wonderful, beautiful people that are here in the comments.
Yeah, it was a blast. I'll tell you the favorite thing I did this weekend. We were talking about it on our way home. I would just say the hunting. We didn't see nothing, but I'll tell you what, like, I am itching. I was telling her, I was like, every weekend I am like down. If we have time, I'm coming over because it was just so fun.
Oh yeah.
And then, seeing what you had on your phone, the camera, I was like, oh man, there's lots of.
Oh yeah.
I was like, it's pretty cool. And so I don't know what the regulations are on getting like a Kansan a permit to hunt in.
Yeah,
Oklahoma.
it's easy for out-of-state residents to get licenses and stuff in Oklahoma. You don't have to be drawn out, like I was saying. For me to hunt in Kansas, I have to be drawn out in like a lottery or something. But in Oklahoma, it's not like that. You can come and actually purchase a hunting license and all that stuff and hunt. It is a little expensive, but you can do
What is fun though.
right.
Some of the prices that people were saying that they lease their land for, it's like,
oh yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
a tag ain't nothing compared to the prices that are getting thrown around.
That's true.
Right.
It depends on what season or what you want to hunt, right? So
Right,
it's not.
Right.
I think there's different tags or options for licenses if it's like duck hunting or turkey hunting. I'm
Or
making
deer
that up, or
hunting
deer,
or whatever. Yeah.
or I guess wild boar. Whatever it might be.
Yes.
Do you guys have wild boar down there?
No, knock on
Luckily
wood.
we don't. Luckily we don't yet.
Knock on wood. No.
Yeah, my sister down in Texas, that's one of the things they have to look out for. Like for her dog and stuff, they had to put up a really strong fence to watch out for the wild hogs because she says they're pretty bad down where she lives.
Right.
She's pretty scared of them. So
We'll probably end up with them eventually because they are just a few miles to the west of us, from what I was told by a guy that has some property there. So we'll eventually have them, but knock on wood, not yet.
Hey, that's just more hunting for you guys, right?
Right.
More food, more research.
They
They're-
tear so much up, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're-
we have so much time and love invested in our homestead. I mean, can you imagine if they came here, Brittany, and went out over by my goats and was tearing up all that fence over there?
oh my
They
God.
got in where the chicken
Yeah.
coop was, and I mean, like, can you imagine
They
Yeah,
tear up the
I would feel
feeders and everything.
getting my
so,
garden?
Yeah.
that would be devastating for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, more hunting, Ricky.
Yeah, I'm like on edge about it, like waiting to see if I've got time next weekend or the weekend
Right.
after. I mean, I know Christmas is coming, but it's like to work around that kind of stuff.
It's like
Yeah.
my birthday next weekend.
And so it's just like, I'm just like, so like in the hunter mind right now. And it's just like,
Right.
all I did was listen to a little rabbit like squealing on this speaker. And like, and, like, I don't know. I think the whole part of it, we
Hey, Robertsons are on.
hey, Robertson, how are you? Just we were being quiet, whispering and stuff like that. And really like the thing that really got me pumping, and he was, Preston was making fun of me for it. So Jason was standing next to me, and Preston was behind both me and Jason, and I had the gun sitting on the wood,
Yeah.
inside with the stand, the blind, is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Deer
it
blind,
was
yeah.
a homemade
Wooden deer blind.
box blind.
Yeah,
is what
shed
it was. Yeah.
blind.
Okay. So I had it like sitting on the wood in there, so it was like ready to just straddle and then go for it. And then he was doing like I don't know if it was a rabbit noise, but it was like an injured something noise.
Yeah.
It was a distressed rabbit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it, right?
And so then we thought we heard howling and stuff. And so, we're all like this. And then he mutes it. And then he puts on like a pack of coyote noises. And he was saying that they're like territorial and stuff. And so like one pack will try to come over and push them away. Right.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So
You never know.
he did that, and then when he did that, like the howling got really close. It was like from where your house is to your little barn. I would say, what is that, 40 yards
From where?
from your garage doors to your little barn where your goats are at?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's probably over here. 50,
8,
60,
120.
60, 70, 60, 70 yards maybe.
And then so we had, the howling and stuff happen right there. And then he said, watch this. And he cut it to a rabbit noise. And it sounded just like when I pick up my baby rabbit from my cage. And,
Yeah.
and then it just went silent. So we felt the eyeballs of coyotes. And so it was just like, then that's when Preston was making fun of me. Cause I'm like breathing real heavy and like real. Thank you, Matt Payne, from the Payne family.
I had to laugh at that. He's talking about Brittany's finger. It was bleeding last night.
Yeah. So when we were playing spoons, like I swear I had the spoon first, and he just like launched over the table. And
He's pretty aggressive.
let's see if I can show the picture on the camera. But somehow he managed to like rip my fingernail.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like on the way home, I was like, my finger has a heartbeat. It was hurting so bad.
Oh.
Make it.
Hey, he got it back with that Charlie horse from jumping on your counter.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Lying on the side of the table.
I think Rusty got that on film because you were both on the counter, like doing this
That's
struggle
crazy.
little juggle thing. But yeah, Rusty got that on film. That was funny. We need to get Rusty to send that to us.
I can't remember who it was, but it was Jason and somebody else across the way. Maybe it was Matt or something. And they were pulling on it for a while. And Jason got it ripped out of his hand. It was funny.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Even, I mean, Riley was kicking everybody's butt.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny, Jared. He said Matt Payne hits women. He didn't necessarily hit her. He like grabbed a metal spoon out of her hand and
Yeah, we were both going at it together. I mean,
Hey, man, you don't gotta feel bad.
yeah, it's an accident. Like, I'm half Mexican, and when our family plays spoons together, it's dangerous. So I knew what I was getting myself into when I agreed to play. So you don't have to feel bad.
If you're gonna whine about something, don't play, right?
Yeah,
Oh, the spider
man up.
Oh, I guarantee you.
There's Ruger. He's so cute. I was telling my dad today because we went over to my dad's house to decorate Christmas cookies, and he has the same kind of dog. And I was like, yeah, their dog is so much bigger than little Poncho.
Yeah. He's big.
I honestly didn't even know the dog's name. There were so many different names. The Roomba's the one I know.
Roomba. Yeah, Roomba. He's a Roomba.
Yeah, his name's Ruger. That's his original name.
But we call him Bobo.
Calling Bobo.
And Karen. And Ruru and Rat Dog and Roomba.
Oh, you already said that.
Little black dog from the forest. We call him that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's ornery.
He is a good dog.
Really.
So
Their dogs
they
are
were
so good.
saying, like they were doing the rabbit call, and then they went to the coyote pack call, and then it was complete silence. And then what happened?
So the biggest thing really for me that made me the most nervous is like, one, it's a gun that I've never used. I've shot a rifle, a 22, and it was an older gun. And so like, I know that the gun that what was that again, Preston?
243.
A 240.
So, like, it was definitely a lot bigger and stuff. And so like, I didn't know where the safeties were at, and they were like trying to whisper it to me, and they're like, push this. And I'm like, oh, and then so like, I was just, everything going on just kind of got me anxious because it's like, I've never hunted in my life. So it was like, how fast do I got to go to it and all that kind of fun stuff. And so like, they're like, just don't take a shot if you don't have a shot, don't take it, because
Right.
but I didn't know that. It was just like, if it's there, you're going to shoot at it. But so I think next time, if we're going to go coyote hunting in that same blind, we should put it down the other trail that kind of
Yeah,
goes.
we should. I don't know.
Where'd you set it at?
I said it right where I usually set it, but
Oh, yeah.
I bet if we put it down there, I want to go down there probably 50 yards. Then it'll be
Yeah.
even better.
Then they'll like cross our path, and then we could get a nice shot. Because I feel like with the noise, what do you call that? A decoy noise?
Just like a distress.
A distressed rabbit.
Okay, so if you put that call, like it was kind of close to the tree line, And so it's like, they're probably like a cat in a way. They just kind of wait to see where it is. But
Yeah, then it has that deal that flutters. You know
Oh, we
what I
didn't
mean?
put that out.
Oh, you didn't put it out?
No, because I
Well,
lost
that
the piece for
that
it,
gum.
and
You lost
I
it? Oh, I was fixing to be mad. I just bought that thing. But yeah, there's a deal. What's it called again? Just it's like a decoy type deal that has batteries in it, and it has a feather deal
It's just like a
that
rabbit
that
thing.
moves like this, like a rabbit or something moving like this, and so it's a visual as well for the coyotes, which usually brings them.
And that's
to
like
it.
they get attracted to it. Like
Yeah.
they'll see it and they just won't take their eyes off of it. They're just like,
Oh,
this,
so they
just
know
stare.
exactly where the noise is kind of
Right.
coming from.
Right.
And the
Right.
thing that he was using is called it's the Fox Pro, but it's called an electronic game call.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see. It says electronic game call.
Okay, yeah, I see it. I think it was really cool because so when we were done, just before Jeremy came to pick us up, I'd say about a minute before, Preston was like, "Watch my back, guys, because they're watching me." And like, I'm 30 years old. I'm like, I would not step out of this thing. And so I was like, Jason, do you know? Like we got the remote, and I'm like, wouldn't it be funny if like as soon as he grabs it, like we push a button? So I was like pushing buttons on it. It didn't do anything because I was trying to scare him a little bit, but walking out there, I don't know if I could have done. I mean, I would have been able to do it if all three of us were doing it, but he just hopped out and walked towards it and came back, and then you showed up like as he was walking up. So it's like, man.
So you're saying you're a scaredy cat, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I'm a scaredy cat. But it's something I've never experienced, and so like I've never even seen a coyote, so I don't know how big these things are, and so it's like I'm thinking like a mountain lion size, that's gonna just like have like 10 attack me, and so it's like
They're smaller than Bear and Bonnie, aren't they?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're smaller than Bear and
I
Bonnie.
mean, there's some big ones.
Well, I mean, there's some small ones, and then there's some bigger ones, but they're not as big as our dogs, like the Great Pyrenees dogs. They're not that big. But yeah, they're different colored too. But they're pretty cool when you see them.
Yeah, I've seen like stuff that's like in certain people's trail cams, but like there's nothing really to compare it to. And then when you don't see it in person, like camera kind of can throw things off a little bit.
Right.
And so like it's just kind of like I didn't know what to expect, and so it's like the fear of the unknown. And so it's like when I go hiking in Colorado, and like bears. It's like I've never seen a bear, and like the only stories we hear about bears is someone getting eaten. And so I'm like, I'm going to see a bear and I'm going to get eaten. And so like, I'm literally walking around the woods with my hair standing up.
Right.
And like, but then like, I just read that this like a year or two ago that we've been doing like hiking in Colorado. But then like, I watch a TV series called Alone, and they're like looking at bears, and they're like teaching you like, you don't like go run up to it, obviously, but you watch the like demeanor of the bear, and like that tells that person, and it gives them enough time to prepare what to do. And so it's like they had time to like do this and that. So
at that point,
I'd be screaming and running.
yeah, and so it's like
run by.
so it's just I never seen them and I never dealt with them, so it's like I just didn't know what to expect.
Right.
And so I mean, at the same time, my senses were just getting all tingly and heightened because I didn't know how to use a gun. I never hunted, and then I was thinking about how loud is this gun going to be? Do I need to so it's just everything was just kind of getting my nerves going wild.
So, Ricky, I'm going to look at some of these comments real quick, but the first thing I have to say is you guys hit that like button. There's only 4 likes and there's 20 people in here. So go smash that bucket. Go smash that button for Ricky and Brittany right now. Go ahead. Do it. Go do it.
Yeah, smash that button. And I'm gonna throw your link down below.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Trish is on here just saying hi. Hello. That's Crazy in Alabama. And then there's an RV.
Sweet.
James and Cha-Cha, they said that their yotes are bigger than their husky.
Wow.
So that's in South Texas.
Everything's bigger in Texas, though.
Yeah, right.
And then Matt said, when you guys are down there, you and Preston and Jason hunting your coyotes, he says, why didn't you just put Jason down there and make him scream? It would have worked better.
Might have. Okay, so,
Oh, the Payne family added their link.
okay,
So
cool.
did you. All right, so it'll be on there a couple times.
Sweet.
Yeah, I see right
Thank you
here.
so much.
And then I saw the picture that
Sally Aker said, "Do I need to be the first one to thumbs down?"
no,
He said
Do
no.
it.
I thought we were friends.
the knife holder, the sheath, whatever you guys call it. I've seen that you've grown like almost 40 subscribers from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's
from
that?
are you talking about
The shoot
Jason's
dang- the shoot dang.
post this morning on Facebook?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Preston's channel gained a lot of subscribers from that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think he had 417 right when Jason, and now I think he has 447. So I think he grew 30, but I haven't looked at it because I was making
Hold it up
dinner.
here.
So guys, this is
Oh, yeah.
last night. We haven't shared this or done anything like that, so this is the first time we're sharing this. But last night, Jason gifted this to Preston, and who is Oklahoma Adrenaline Life, and he said that you see it?
Yeah, this thing's
He
cool.
said that Preston is a definition of shoot dang, that it's not just a word, it's a lifestyle. And he also says it's whatever you want it to be. So what Jason is saying is Preston is an outdoor kid. He wants to go outside, have fun, go hunting, fishing. He wants to kill it. He wants to cook it. He wants to take care of it. He's not scared. He wants to be outside all the time. And they don't make them like that much anymore.
Right.
Oh, they sure don't. 'Cause I remember when I was a kid, and on my dad's side, we were part of a family where it was just like your guys's, where it was hunting, fishing, farm, and then when I was 9 years old, actually it was when I was like 7 years old, my parents split up. From 7 to 9 years old is the time that I was actually able to go over there to my dad's house and enjoy that, like every other weekend and stuff. But it was 4-wheelers, horsebacks, and stuff like that, and like running through the woods. Like I remember running through the woods, being real little, by myself. The parents didn't know where we were at. So, like when we were driving out there to change the batteries, and he got left there, like I was like looking at him, like, man, I lived this when I was young, and it's like I didn't get to experience it from 9 years old and on. And so that's when I guess you could say I became more of a city guy. And so I was looking at him, and he got left there, and I was like, he'll be fine. Cause I mean, I survived, and I'm sure with the amount of acreage you guys have, and then like the amount of times you guys go and do stuff, it's like,
oh yeah, he knows.
normal thing for him to leave and just go for a few hours. And
Oh yeah, and he knows the woods really well because we got trails all through there. So, and he'd be able to figure his way. I didn't know that he broke down behind us. So when you said something, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't even. I don't know what I was thinking.
And I'm over here like, I'm over here. And he's just like,
I'm driving. I don't know.
well, so the thing that's funny about this whole thing is like, I didn't have any plans to film, but I was open to anything and everything to happen. But I was just kind of going with the flow with what everybody else was doing. And so like, while he was going and he was following us, I was trying to get some B-roll started. So if like we were to go film, I would have a little bit of B-roll. So like I got a short few seconds clip of me holding my phone out the back. And then like right as soon as I hit stop on the recording, he's like jumping out and stopping and like looking around. And I'm like, that's when I was like, he'll be fine. He's probably
You didn't even tell them?
No, I
You
was
just
telling
let
them. I was
be
like,
stuck?
He said he told me, and I don't know what I wasn't paying attention.
you don't love me. He
I
just,
was like, hey, Jason, look, he's stuck back there. And like, I was just thinking like, he's going to, honestly, I was like, he's going to get that thing started and he's going to go. And like, but I mean, you said there's like an electrical issue or something when it gets wet, but like either way, I was like, he's got it. And like, then he like come running up on us, and that was, I don't know how far that was.
Yeah, I didn't.
Quarter mile.
It was quite a ways. He had to walk. Yeah.
I mean, we already went to two deer feeders.
Yeah.
The first one messed with that, and then we went to the second one. You took it all apart, and then we came back, and the one that was the furthest was a mile away from the house. And then we got to that second one that was in the middle, and you started putting it on, and then he finally started running up.
Right.
I don't know how long he was running for, but
Well, I took a couple pee breaks on the way there.
Did you? We had to go rescue it today.
Oh,
that
it was
was
bad.
It
Yeah.
was fun.
with all the snow. Whew.
We're gonna put the video out tomorrow showing us.
Yeah, going and
It was
getting
so beautiful, you guys, going back there. The trees were just so, oh my God.
Oh.
I kept videoing and I'm like, this is too much video. I'm like, but it's so pretty. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I told Ricky, I was like, we're definitely going back in the fall or in the spring. Like, in the summer, I'm like, we're just gonna be down there.
it.
Yeah.
it was
Creep.
like no joke. I'm pretty serious about coming at least once a month. I mean, because I just had so much fun, like unplugged.
Oh, yeah.
Like, y'all are crazy. And then Parker, he's like getting on the tables and stuff when they come over.
He was in rare form last
Yeah,
night. He was being bad.
He's an acrobat.
He is an acrobat.
He's crazy.
I'll tell you what, I had the most fun yesterday than I've had in a long time. Like,
Well, cool.
Awesome. I'm
the
so
meetup was fun, but like there was a lot more activity going on here, and I'll tell you what, it was a blast.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah,
was
so
fun.
like Ricky, this whole YouTube thing is all Ricky. Like, none of it's me ever. And so whenever he said something about the meetup, I was just like, oh my gosh, I just don't want to go. But he, dragged me to it. I was like, okay, whatever, it's fine. And, we met some really nice people, like Pathways. We went to their house a couple weeks ago. People, yes. And then, we got to come to your house, and, the Robertsons were at both Pathways and your guys' house. And everybody was so nice. So welcoming.
Oh, yeah.
Blast. Like, Riley didn't want to leave last night. She was like, Mom, can we please stay? And I'm like, girlfriend, there's snow coming. We gotta get out of here so we can beat the snow, because I didn't want to get stuck.
I think she told you no. She went to the door because you were trying to leave, and she went to the garage door, and she's like, you're like, come on, sis, let's go. She's like, no. And I looked at you and I'm like, I think I
didn't want to go. Yeah.
I didn't want to leave either. When you're like, you can sleep on, like, make some more active or make some not as
I
active.
don't know.
It's a good
Yes
question.
and no. I wanted to go today, but I ended up going deer hunting. But if it's like this in the morning, I might run out there for a couple, maybe an hour and a half, an hour, maybe. I'm not sure, but I'm just run out there, see.
They went
See.
hunting this evening. Out
You guys
so-
see anything?
Yeah. Well, he's seen a couple doe, and I seen a little spike buck, seen a doe, and then seen like a 6 or 8 point little guy. And then it started getting late, like dark, and I could see it a ways away. There was 3 big bodies, but I couldn't tell what they were. That was coming my way, but slowly. But my wind was actually blowing that direction, so I went ahead and got down and got out before I spooked them away.
That
So,
in Big Ten, one of them.
I don't know. Then once I
I
got
got
home,
two questions.
go ahead.
I got 2 questions with that. When you count like 6 point, is that like on both horns or only on one?
Yeah, all of them.
All of them together?
Yeah, like he'll go
They
get
get
one of
lemonade.
these. He'll get this little Euro mount and then show you.
Okay, so like every single time, like tines and stuff, that's like a point. So you got your 1 point, and then this could have been a point, but it's just a
They
little
say if
dot.
you can put a ring, like your ring, on something, you can count it, but I wouldn't count that one because it's just a little nub.
Yeah.
But so you count this as a point, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then the brow tine here in the middle would be 5, and then you start. 5. Then you start counting over here 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you just count all the points.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like if you're all into it and it's like a giant buck like Parker's, you go like you score and you like do everything, you count it, like you got
Yeah, they measure them and score them and stuff like that too. If you have something big,
Oh, wow.
want to be in some kind of record book, which I need to get Parker scored because I think being that he's a kid, he could be in one of the books. You know what I mean? It's just be cool to have your, is it Pope and Young or something? I don't know, but it'd just be cool to
Yeah,
have his
fair.
name in there, for a good sized deer. But yeah, one of these days.
Okay. And then the second question I had is like, if you two go out, like, do you guys like camp out at a different spot, or do you guys like camp in the same tree?
Well, we don't camp. We I know, I'm just joking.
There's different deer stands.
Yeah, we got a bunch of different stands out there. So now that he's older, he sits in his own spot, and then I go to my own spot. But
Okay.
when he was younger, as well as Parker too, I would sit with them and let them hunt, and I would just be there with them.
I wish I had that now so I can have video, guys.
But now, since they can all hunt alone and don't have to have parents with them, even Jeremy's always with them out there. But now the whole struggle is, what stand do you want to sit at? Well, I want this one. Well, I want that one. No, I want it. Well, then I'm not going. You know?
Yeah.
And
So
then
what-
Jeremy's like, I would really like to sit in that stand. And they're like, no, I got it first. And was like, just let daddy sit in it. Like, take it away from them, you know? Like, right.
But there's something about that experience, like of a father letting their kid, you know, get the big one or the best.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, but another thing is like, let's say you three are, you know, in your own blind, and let's say you're in the middle and you hear a shot. Like, would you like get down and like run to go see if he got it, or like would you just be like, oh, he's got it?
We text each other.
Oh, just
Like if a shot went off, you know, I'll be like texting him, "Hey, was that you?" Or he'd text me, "Oh, I shot something," you know. So,
They're
or
constantly
call,
communicating.
you know. We have them on silent, but we text, you know, when we see something, we tell each other, "Hey, just seen a doe or whatever," blah blah blah. So we keep in communication with each other.
And
Okay.
he has to stay in the stand until daddy gets there. He's not allowed to get down.
Right.
yeah. Matt said that he says I'll camp in the stand, and with the stories, the quick story that you was saying this weekend about like how Matt goes out there like 2 hours earlier than what you guys would.
Oh yeah.
So like,
Got bad luck, so that's his problem.
so when you guys go to go into a stand, where would you guys like park your thing, or do you guys just walk the whole way out there?
Depends on where we're going to sit, but usually we don't drive all the way to the stand. We park several yards before it and then walk to it, so you don't spook out anything on your way back there.
Okay.
So like if I was hunting back there where that second feeder where I had to go get the other camera and then come back to,
Yeah.
if I was hunting there like I was tonight, I would park just a little past where he broke down
Yeah,
at.
that's what I was gonna say.
Okay.
So I'd go just a little bit further, and then I'd park to the side and then walk all the way back there.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
like-
there's a lot of questions, but you know, it's like it's so like exciting to me where it's like making all these questions because you know I want to be able to. I don't want to be like a pro at it, but like
Right.
you know, I'm definitely
Start
one that-
watching hunting videos. There's all kinds of YouTube channels that hunt and stuff. Man, it's addicting.
yeah, I believe it, but the thing is like I don't know the lingo. I don't know like I just don't know where to start. There's just too much, and so like I think I'd rather just like jump into it and
Right.
enjoy the experience. And so
Yeah.
yeah, and then so like another thing that happened this weekend that kind of helped heighten the senses of the not camping but the hunting is why is she so wet? She like she shook her head and like she like shook her ears or something or her head and she like
Isaiah,
is the but anyways the
I miss you.
the bow, you know, getting the bow, you know, tightened or loosened for me to where
Yeah.
I could do it. And then like me being able to shoot it and like I was hitting the bullseye area pretty
Yeah.
consecutively. And so I was like, that's exciting. I mean,
Was
I
that
know-
your absolute first time ever shooting a bow?
well, what do you call it? In like 4th grade, we had like a field day is what they call it. And they bring these little wooden things, the little wooden bows.
Right.
And they're almost like toys.
Right.
So, like, other than the one time when I bought that bow and I shot it and I told you how it hurt my fingers real bad,
Yeah.
that was the first time I shot that. But like I didn't know what I was doing, and like after I shot it, I was like, I'm not shooting this again until I figure out what I'm doing, because I kind of shot it towards my goats, but like there was a lot of stuff in between the goats and me, but like the amount of pain that it caused me, that it made me like jerk what I was aiming at. It was like, I think I moved it just enough to where the arrow went up like 3 feet.
Yeah.
Like, how bad I like freaked out. And so I was just like, if I'm freaking out that bad, like I could like really hurt somebody or cause some damage. And so I'm like, I'm going to wait until I can do this right, so that I'm not accidentally like shooting a goat or like a dog or something. And so
that's why you got to have that release that you were using in mind. That's a world of difference.
oh yeah, it was.
We got to say cold beer. Sorry, John. We've been waiting to say cold beer.
I was trying to get Jason to do something a little bit worse to one up you on the toilet paper flushing down the toilet.
That was
was
hilarious, John. That was so funny. That was hilarious.
Mullet man. Say what's up, buddy?
And you did. I was going to finish when we were talking about this earlier. We were talking about how Jason gave this to him. The only other thing that I want to say is that he sponsored him as a friend and as a fellow YouTube channel with this. And it's the kind that you put your knife in and it loops around. So when you pull it out, it automatically opens your knife, and it's perfect for outdoorsmen. But he is the very first person that Jason gifted this to and sponsored his channel. So I feel so honored for Preston, because he's such a cool kid, and that he's really found a friendship with everyone here, and especially Jason.
Yeah.
So I just think it's amazing. All day long, he's like, I cannot believe he gave me that. And the craftsmanship that Humberto did on it, I mean, it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, he does beautiful work.
It's beautiful work.
Says my brother got a crossbow.
Oh,
Is like when like a crossbow and a bow and arrow, are they like the same when it comes to hunting? Like if it's like rifle season or bow season, like does a crossbow count as a bow?
A bow.
Yeah.
Crossbow counts as a bow. And if it's a lot easier with a crossbow too. Yeah. But a lot of people that bow hunt, they call you a sissy if you got a crossbow, because it's too
Sissy.
easy. I don't have a
he
crossbow.
does. He really does.
I did take
So-
Parker's crossbow out today.
He did. But like you have to have a prescription. You'd have to go to your doctor and have an actual like shoulder, elbow,
Like if
wrist,
you
like
had
an actual
problems, yeah.
problem. And have to take a prescription to get and buy and use a crossbow.
Yep.
But they've changed it. How recent? That was
It's
like
been a
20 years
few-
ago that I
It's
remember.
been several years, but now anybody in Oklahoma can use a crossbow. I don't know in your state or not.
John's got
That's
two
going-
crossbows.
He's got two crossbows.
You need to bring 'em up, John.
Yeah.
Bow goes until when?
January 15th.
January
here.
15th?
Yeah.
I don't know how it works
3 days
in
before my
Texas
birthday.
Right.
for hunting, because like we were talking about, you got to get a draw off to go up to Kansas. I wonder how it is in Texas.
I think anybody can hunt in Texas. You just have to
Kinda like
buy a
Oklahoma.
non-resident tag and all that stuff. I'm not 100% sure, but
You said a double
sissy. Hey, I'm not scared to use one myself either.
Mahali Ranch said that they have several bows and one crossbow, but they like the longbow.
Longbow. I've never shot a longbow. That's really I would
Archery
think,
craftsman,
yeah,
yeah.
I think that would be very
It's
hard.
because you have no sights. You're just like
Oh yeah.
flinging arrows.
I don't even know what a longbow is. So
So it's a recurve bow. So it's like made out of wood, it's made out of wood, and it goes up and like it goes like here. I'm pretty sure, and then it goes up and then it goes up like this on the ends.
And then it's got the string.
Yeah, it has a string that goes like this, and like you have to rest it on your finger. Like when you're holding it, you can rest it on your finger, but
No, I think
sometimes
they have a little.
Well, they
Have you
have a
seen
little
that
knot
movie
sometimes.
where they have all the different people in the different, like, they have like a whole bunch of different cities and there's people in the very bottom, and then, games, Hunger Games. Think about that.
I
Something
guess.
from like Hunger Games, like a bow and arrow, like a real
So
one.
yours is considered a compound bow. It has the cams on the ends of it, and then when you pull it back, how it lets off pressure. You know what I mean? Where you can hold it back longer and stuff. Where a longbow, you can't do that.
Matt says he uses a tree branch and bamboo with a rock tied to it, and he also is in full body paint.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that's true. Yep, Gracie. So Robertson's
yeah.
Belly Acre, their future daughter-in-law. She what'd she say it here? She's a competitive archer. They showed us her bow. It's fancy.
Yeah, it was a nice bow.
It's fancy and it's pink.
Yeah. Was it pink or purple?
I think it was pink. Was it pink or purple?
Purple.
I don't know.
I don't know. It was pretty though.
That's so funny. Oh.
Are you gonna answer some of these comments?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to look
you
at
go-
some of them. Get to it, pretty Ricky.
Alrighty, so we got 9 to 5 to life. Hey, don't touch that, Isaiah.
Oh, hi, 9 to 5 to life.
I'm doing good. It's a little cold. We got spoiled for like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
Of
it was really nice
nice weather. There was, I would say, a good 4 days I could walk outside in a t-shirt and shorts. For the sneaky animal, I have not. And so when I was actually at Paragon's house, they had these trail cameras, and I was like, and it sent it to his phone, and so I was like, that'd be something cool to have. So I was like, because I think I need to get a trail cam because there's something terrorizing my chickens. There was like a kind of like a dirt track. There's just
Really?
yeah, there's berms around my coops. Like they just ran down and down and down to where there was no leaves left from where the leaves fell down. The dirt was moved. It was like from the top of the berm to the bottom, there was a good like 8 inches difference.
Wow.
And so
for something like that, you wouldn't necessarily need a cellular cam like I have. You can just go.
Yeah.
You can go to Walmart. They actually, I heard some people talking about them the other day. I was listening to a podcast. I think it was the hunting public people, and this one guy was on there saying that Tasco brand. I think you can get them at Walmart. They're like $29 or something like that. And they said they use the crap out of them, and they're pretty good. So for something like that, I'd get something like that and then get a card and put in it and see. Yeah, definitely be nice to have to see what's going on out there.
Preston
Yeah.
said he's tired. He's going to go lay on the couch. We didn't go to bed till 4 last night, you guys.
wow.
Oh my
We woke
goodness.
up at like 8. It was 7:38.
I was gonna text you and be like, "Hey, we made it home," but I was like, "Well, what if they're asleep?" I didn't want to bug you.
I didn't even think about it when I texted you this morning to see if you guys made it home safe. I didn't even think about the time.
Right.
You were up
right.
though.
We were up. I was up till about 4 because I was so tired. I was so tired. I got to about an hour away, and I was just like driving. And I was just like, I felt miserable. But then when I got home, I don't know why, but I'm just like, I was just so excited about everything that happened. And so
That's cool.
I enjoyed walking that land that we were all looking at. That was amazing.
That
I'll
sounded
be
fun.
We were talking about land the whole way, pretty much. Me and Brady.
Really?
Yeah, that acreage in like Arc City that's close to
Yeah.
the border. I was like, that'd be fun too because it's got some woods. Like
Right.
part of it's wooded, and then I know Matt's like that whole area is like covered in big old stuff,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah, Ricky's all of a sudden fired up about this off-grid life, and I'm like, not I. I enjoy my hot baths every night where I can like relax and unwind.
not so much off
Can you
grid,
imagine?
like an an actual homesteading lifestyle, like not so much of the modern stuff, like to where we'd have well water and stuff, but it's just like what I would consider homesteading is like you like grow your own food. You go buy flour and sugar and stuff, but like it's not so much off grid, but like
So,
it's I don't think with a family that it's off grid is something that I could just do.
Right.
If the kids were out of the house, like I feel like I could, but honestly, if I were going to do off grid, I feel like I would have like acreage and I'd have like my house, and then I would like have like a
like
little
Preston.
cabin where
Right.
Preston has his little off-grid cabin.
Yeah, he does. Me and Brittany actually were talking about that when we took Rye over to the lily pod. ponds. We just talk about like little off-grid stuff and how fun that would be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't do without water.
No water,
like
no
after
electric.
talking to Jason yesterday, like how do you wash your hands? How do you this? And he was talking about having barrels full of water and things like that. Because I don't ever see him hauling it. You pretty much need rainwater, and he's got animals and dogs, and I don't know if I can do all that lugging water in. And as far as like homesteading, Ricky, like you were saying, some people are like really, really like old time homesteaders where they even grow the flour or the wheat and they grind it to make flour. Like they are completely, they might have electric and water, but they're completely like preserve their own food and grow your own food. And we have a big garden. We grow a lot of food, but I can only grow so much. There's tomatoes and cucumbers and corn and okra and all that kind of stuff. But I can't grow a steak up here,
Right.
or bacon up here yet. But you know what I mean? Like I can't grow a sugar tree. A coffee tree would be delightful.
Oh yeah, I know she did that.
There's just a lot of work with everything. We were talking about orchards and the plums yesterday, and then
I told her about the trees, the plum tree and apple tree, and how the goats like broke one of the apple trees.
apple, yeah.
I am a sucker for fruit. I just love fruit. I wish I can grow bananas and pineapples.
That would be so cool. I should have gave you some banana plants. I was gifted some. They were in the barn on the. Next time I see you, I'll get you some.
What do you do? Grow them in a house or like in a?
You dig them up for the winter and you put them in a cold, like dark place, like inside, and then you put them back in the ground in the spring, and then they continue to grow. But once they banana, they'll never make bananas. It's like a one-time thing.
Oh wow!
It takes like 2 or 3 years. It's weird.
So like one tree just makes bananas once and then it's done.
Yep.
So
I like the leaves. Like I don't want the bananas. I want the beautiful like tropical leaves and stuff around the pool or the front porch.
bananas. I like the bananas because it helps my muscles.
Right.
Mahali says that he's trying to grow a Wi-Fi tree. Need it really to work on that. I know. I said Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. I know.
The Wi-Fi.
Oh, Eric's in here. Hi, Eric.
Yeah. Hello, Eric. How are you doing? He's ready. He's getting ready. He's buckling down.
Well, he's going up to the ranch or to the cabin, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got his own little off-grid thing going on. It's looking nice. Are you guys the ones who bought a hotel? Yeah. So on May 22nd, there's a meetup in Oklahoma, eastern Oklahoma, and the hotel like sold. It was actually like 60 to 75% full before he actually announced it, but it sold out before the day that he released it. And so that's an answer to 9 to 5 to life. If things pop off, Rusty is heading to Mahalu.
He said, "Are you the ones that bought out the hotel for the big meetup everyone's been talking about?" We didn't buy it out, but we all have reservations. Yes, we do.
And then I don't know if it's Rusty or Rachel that's the one commenting, but they said that you know how to process chicken, so you're born for the off-grid.
Yeah, that's about as off-grid as I can do with butchering those chickens. I ain't sleeping on no hard, cold ground in the winter. I like my luxury of heat and soft bed. And
so I've been watching a lot of bushcraft, and so I want to do like a week somewhere where it's like go with a few items and just see how long I could survive in a week.
I'm down to try.
You're down to try what, Bubba?
What he said.
oh, so there you go. You
Me
got
and
yourself
Preston,
a
we'll come
buddy.
down for a week. I'll come down for a week and we'll do it. We'll make a whole like series out of it.
Seriously though, you guys, you're welcome anytime you want to come down. I had fun. I wish it was a little warmer, because we're kind of stuck in the house a lot because it was windy and cold. But
I'll tell you what, though, the garage, we had a lot of fun out there.
Whoa.
We brought outside in, and it was. We were talking about it, and we were like, because she's, the talking about land, and then we got to talk about putting a house on it, and we were like, oh, I was like, I could have a smaller sized house, like living area, kind of like how you guys did, because like you wouldn't need a living room if you have a a garage because you got like a basketball goal in there, and like we were just going to town. I was like, you don't need a living room. You can just go play in the garage. Like, cause I'm like a grown child, so it's like.
Yeah, on the way to your guys' house, I was telling Ricky, I was like, what I really want to do is like how your guys' house is. I was like, telling him that's how I wanted to do it, and then we pulled up, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like exactly what I would want to do if we were to buy some land.
Yeah.
You know?
We love it. I mean, I haven't complained once since we've built the house. I mean, there's like we were talking about the living room being bigger and stuff, but it's so true. Like us all sitting and hanging out there, that's what happens whenever anyone comes over. The kids start playing basketball, riding scooters.
Yeah.
You have a couch out there, a table, you just kind of hang out.
Yeah.
Can you say hi, Park?
Oh, Cole Beer said his 3 items: cell phone, lighter, and a case of beer. Yes, sir.
Mine is the Coors Light would have to be part of it.
Right.
He said that he wouldn't want to live off grid also, but he wants to be prepared if it hits the
Something
fan.
hits the
Yeah,
fan.
if it
Yeah,
ever-
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why we're going to put a guard tower. I keep telling Jeremy on top of the barn door, like, you know, like the big square ones like they have at the prisons with the walk around and
Yeah.
the light. So anything goes down, we could just crawl up the ladder and go up there because we could see stuff from both directions.
For a little
Yeah.
lady.
I'm joking. That's zombie apocalypse stuff.
Yeah.
No.
All right, so we got Greenhorn saying he's working now, but he's going off grid tomorrow. How long do you plan on going off grid for?
Wow.
And then we got. Can you have him turn that down? Because it's gonna echo.
Don't they have base shutdown at Christmas time?
Here, can you leave my stuff on?
Eric,
Go in the living room.
So we got Mahalu's gonna probably be at the meetup, but pop up in a tent or pop up. There's a lot of people that actually.
Blue Mountains, yes, sir.
There's some people that slept in parking lots in their car.
Oh,
And then I know that there are more people that I know of personally that are going to go there and they're going to sleep in their cars. And so that's not a weird thing. Just, I think Jason was talking about it, like, just don't get caught because Walmart will kick you off the property.
well, it'll be May, so it'll be warm. It'd be, you know what I mean? Like right now, it'd be way too cold to stay in your car.
Oh, yeah.
And then 9 to 5 to Life says, I can come there for a week off the
He's in
map.
Michigan.
He's in
It's
Michigan.
freezing.
Ooh, I'd have to go there on the hottest day of the year. I mean, I hear it's nice there in the summertime, but I am not a person that enjoys cold.
No, I went to Michigan in August, and we were still wearing sweaters by the end of the day because it was cold. We couldn't even get into the lakes because it was too cold.
Oh, wow.
In August, just hot.
Eric said you can go there to his cabin for a week.
That's what he's talking about.
He's in Arizona. Oh, I thought you were talking about Michigan.
No,
9 to 5 to Life said,
We are talking about
okay,
Greenhorn.
okay, yeah. Sorry.
hey, Isaiah, you're on the bed shaking.
And back to the meetup. So if everyone knows that John is renting out floor space in his hotel room,
Uh-oh.
Floor space.
$1.298 a person. I'm just kidding. Cold Beer said that. It's funny.
I'm sure some people would take him up on that because, like, honestly, like the experience of the after party of all the people, like, granted, there's people that came in and they hung out and then they went to their car and stuff. And so it's like, it's not like it's not going to hurt anything, but like, if they want to stay there, like, I mean, if he's serious about it, I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Mary Garrett just asked, can people park at the church? So I think that somebody said Jason or Alex said that we're going to actually do the meetup earlier than last time so we can get out of there earlier and get it all cleaned up because a lot of us stayed and cleaned up afterwards. But and I think the last one started at like 2, so I don't know what they're thinking. But if we get in there earlier, we'll be getting out of there early. So I don't think it would be allowed that they stay in the church parking lot. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, especially with it being on a Saturday and they have church the next day.
Yeah, and they have
Oh,
church
yeah,
services. Yeah. Sometimes Saturday night and also, well, lots of places Saturday night and of course on Sunday morning.
I doubt they'd say anything in the Walmart parking lot unless,
Walmart parking lot's
Yeah.
right next to the hotel.
yeah, it's right there.
Isn't that a safe place for RVs and
They don't like it, but when we've
and truckers?
traveled racing, we've always parked in Walmart parking lots and nobody's ever said anything. So I wouldn't be afraid to do it. The only thing they can do is say to leave.
Isaiah.
All right, so
but
William says, did we get the creature yet? No, we haven't. We actually came from eating dinner and making Christmas cookies today, and we saw a dog, and I was down the street driving up, and it looked like it was in my general area, and so,
I don't think Jake would allow another dog.
Well, he let a dog
area.
back there when there was something going around the chickens, and so I haven't caught the creature yet. I'm assuming it's a dog.
Maybe go lay down.
you get a trail cam.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to. I'm gonna have to wait till after Christmas time, and
Go lay
when
down. It's bedtime.
all the Christmas presents and stuff. Unless someone gives me one for Christmas.
There you go. There you go.
You gonna ask Santa?
Yeah.
But
I'll
just
set
no
up.
There's no tailgating.
Alrighty. Robertson, they got a room, and I think based on what they said that Mahalu got one. Or no, they got the pop-up thing. Cold beer is 3 items, 3 cases of beer. I'm so far behind.
I'm trying to figure out what James was saying. He was talking to Chacha about the UP. What is that? Mahali, what's U.P? Margie said, LOL, hint, hint. No, she's talking about. We're going to figure it out. Strangest thing, no snow yet. That's nuts.
Upper Peninsula?
Upper Peninsula.
I messed up the chat and it scrolled all the way down, so I'm going back up to figure out where I was at.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, Upper Peninsula. Okay, I got it. Thank you
You're
so much,
good,
you guys.
you're
You're
good.
all good. Look at that. Even Rachel got that.
Someone will be at the 50-yard line at the high school.
So Rusty wants to hang out with Eric with big foam fingers and tailgate in the Walmart parking lot. Yeah. The cops might get called on that one. That's so funny. Well, we're coming up on the hour, and we're gonna try to get off here since we stayed up till 4.
Yeah, when we got up early.
And since you guys probably didn't get home till 4 or 5, what time?
We got home at 3:15. I was up till 4 o'clock, taking out my contacts, brushing my teeth, and getting situated. Woke up at 10:20 because she's like, "Hey." I thought my alarm went off at 8:30, and I thought it was 8:30 when I thought she was picking on me. She's like, "We're missing church," and I'm like, "No, we're not," because I would never miss church. And she's like, "We're missing it," and I'm like, "No, we're not. You're joking with me." And I closed my eyes, thinking, my alarm. I felt like my alarm just went off, and so, yeah, it was. I haven't slept in that late in a while.
I don't think I've ever slept in that late in my life.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a early to bed, early to rise, so
Right.
that's why at the meet, it was coming up on, I don't know, 11 o'clock, and I was like, I'm exhausted. It's
Yeah, you were in
hours
bed.
past my bedtime.
Yeah, she goes to bed at 9, so.
That's hilarious.
And I'm usually up by 7 on my own.
Sorry, there's some bantering going on over here in the comments.
Yeah.
Look over there. Sorry, Matt Payne and Jonathan are moderators. They're talking smack to each other.
I don't even see Matt Payne talking.
I didn't see Matt. Well, yeah, he.
Well, Matt told Jonathan gross. He said, "Old son, shut your mouth." Right here. Cold beer.
Okay, it's
He's
weird.
talking
I
about LP.
don't see Matt on this part. Okay, it's wait. So I don't know if you guys are watching it through your phone or the little app that's on the computer, but the phones are doing it a lot quicker.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm looking at the TV or the computer, but I can't comment when you're on StreamYard. So if I do anything, I have to do it on my phone.
Okay, yeah, that's how I'm doing it.
Yeah.
When I drop the link and stuff, it's got to be on the YouTube app.
The old part says that they got home at midnight because they're old bumpkins.
Yeah.
Rachel was falling asleep on the couch with Allie. Rusty would have hung all night, but Rachel was like, I could go to sleep. We're gonna go.
Yeah, I was totally prepared to stay. but with the snow, we probably would have stayed if it wasn't the snow.
Yeah.
It would have been a bad deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to explain
We
it to
didn't
you.
get it too bad, but it sounds like y'all got it pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's pretty bad.
What is?
We haven't left the house, so we don't know how the roads are really. But
Oh yeah.
Thank
And
you,
then-
Eric.
Say it
I
again.
appreciate that. Eric did a super chat.
it is super chat.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Matt's wrench don't work. I hear his wrench works better the more videos he puts out. It's like adding sockets. I was actually surprised. I honestly, I couldn't believe it because we were joking about him putting a video out today, and then he went live. I saw it like 50 minutes after it happened, and I was like, that's really Matt Payne's face right there. I was like, is this new, or is this one of those ones that are really old? And no, that was today.
I missed it too, and then I went and I saw it, and I thought the same thing. I thought, is this new? So I said, hey, I'm watching it now. I just missed it. So I'm texting Christian. I was like, what's going on? What is he doing? Just to make sure it was, and then I started watching it, and I was like, why is he driving?
Yeah, I watched about 20 minutes of it, and then it was time to eat, and so I had to put it down. And
So he
so
was just in the driveway by their house anyways, but
When he got home.
when he got home, yeah, he was just filming right there by his house.
yeah, but yeah, we're at the hour mark, so I'm gonna let you guys go, and we're gonna jump off here as well, so that you guys can get some rest, and I'll probably be up anyways. I need to do something.
Well, thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for
yeah, for
having us
inviting us
on.
over, and thank
It was fun. I had a lot of fun at your house and doing this as well.
Yes,
because-
yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, we had a really good time. You guys are great hostess and hosts. You guys did awesome. Like, we felt so welcome and so warm there, and it was
Good,
fun.
good.
you.
We can't wait to come out again.
I was actually telling her, and I didn't get to tell you guys this yesterday, but I talked about my mom and my mom's boyfriend, which was my father figure.
Uh-huh.
And my dad, he committed suicide, what, two or 3 years
3
ago?
years ago.
3 years ago now. And the way that Jeremy talks and moves his hands, hey, leave that alone. It just reminds me of my dad. And I was like, man, this is so cool. Like I watching it. I was like, man, that's just like my dad. And I was like, because it's real unique. Just the way, the way you even move your eyebrows, like when you talk.
That's the thing he said.
I was just eyebrows. That is totally my dad. I was like, this is cool. And so yeah. But yeah.
Thank you.
Same
I'm
mannerisms.
sorry.
No, it's
Sorry to hear that.
not a big deal. I mean it is, but it's it was his choice, and that's kind of, I would have to say that it's his choice, and I don't think on a live stream I don't want to say that that's
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's his fault, and I don't let that part affect me because the way he did it, didn't leave a note or anything, and so it was just kind of what the heck, and so I
understand, but it was kind of cool though that you got that feeling when you were here that you recognized the mannerisms of Jeremy. That's kind of a cool feeling.
Yeah, it was cool.
Good day.
But alrighty, guys. Well, I'll let you guys.
Thanks for having us on. We'll talk to you
thank
guys
you.
soon.
Yeah.
Thank
well,
you, everybody, for supporting Preston's channel. We really appreciate it. He worked. He just said thank you too.
Thank
He
you,
really
yeah.
is working really hard, and he's just not getting there with the subs. It seems to be taking a lot longer than any of the rest of us.
Yeah,
So
I will say.
appreciate the support.
I will say this: if he wants some help on thumbnails and titles, I'm not the best at it, and I'm not saying that I'm the best at it, but I will say that
Hi, John.
I would say that I'm not the best at all, but I feel like I can kind of help a little bit in that area. If he wants to, I don't know if he has any type of messaging or if he wants a message through you guys. That's really where it's at. It don't matter how many videos you post, what it's about. You could, it's all the title and all the thumbnail. And so
I do all that for him, and I do lots of the
yeah.
I'm involved in lots of SEO for both of our channels. So if you go and look at all of them, I feel like I probably haven't really covered. I mean, I try to get the 100% SEO, and we have TubeBuddy, so I try to do everything the way I should. So
I will tell you that there's a video you posted, and it has the goat birth, and then you could actually see the goat baby head in the thumbnail coming out in the sack. That thumbnail of that video don't blow up. Like any goat birth you have, like that you think with the title, like that thumbnail is that's a game winner right there. I will say that.
I love that. I've noticed that one's gone up. I'm looking right now. Wow. Okay. Last time I looked at it, it was 300. It's up to 1418 on views.
Oh wow. Yeah. See, that
Wow.
thumbnail is. I don't know what the title is up right now, but like I know that
It's miniature goat birth caught on tape.
yeah.
But, thanks for making me look at that because I haven't looked at that yet today. I've been busy playing with the kids outside and making
When
videos.
did you
But
post it?
so I posted that. I think it's been more than 7 days ago. Remember we were talking about the percent in the 7 days, but yeah, it's 1418. Which way?
Yeah, we'll see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
15.
that thumbnail. I will say that's going to be your video. That's going to give you a lot. I will say that it's going to give a lot to your channel. It might be a year, but like it's like the video I had that. I mean, it's only got 13,000. It didn't start getting over 500 views until after a year, and I was like,
Crazy though.
That's weird how that works.
That works so
It is
weird.
it's like you post it now, and it's like too late because like people are searching it, like getting ready for it, and like we're posting it as it happens, and then it like waits until like a December video, you know, it'd be like someone in October searching on this December content now, and so it's
I
like
see what you're saying for next year to prepare.
Right.
And
But
so,
we're doing it in the current and they're not experiencing it yet. That's great advice.
but
That
yeah,
is awesome.
you watch like I believe that video is going to be your biggest video probably forever. You know, I mean, right now it might not be because of Crocker stuff that happened, but I'm
The
pretty.
Barndominium tour one. I had one that was a Barndominium tour that was my biggest, and then it was the
Like now.
Yeah, it is
biggest.
now, and it was before the Crockers, I believe too. But then Crockers, I think, superseded it.
Right.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for that.
Yeah,
I
thank you.
said, I didn't even look on here today, so that was amazing.
Looks like
Oh, guys,
Parker might have a couple more subs. He has 2 more subs tonight. As of tonight, my grandchildren. 2 of my
oh, thank
cool.
you,
Thank
Margie,
you.
so much. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, he's at 459 right now.
All right. All
But,
right.
Woo, Bubby.
Before I hit the
17 before Jason posted this morning, so that's awesome.
before I hit the end broadcast, I'm gonna go ahead and say, everybody hit the thumbs up.
Yes.
Everybody go ahead and hit the links of Paragon Ridge Ranch and Oklahoma Adrenaline Life. And then what you want to do is make sure you comment on their video to lock it in, because if you don't, it'll actually take you away from them to where it unsubs you.
We've
So do
experienced it a lot.
Comment on their videos so you can lock it in, and then we'll end the video right here.
Well, thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for having us.
Yep,
Thank
it was
you
a blast.
so
I'll
much.
talk to you guys later.
We'll do it after you come back and visit again.
Yeah.
Bye,
We'll see you.
Bye. Have a good night.
You too.
You too.